get to our guy Jason Snipe here as well, who we didn't get a chance to talk to yet. We'll come back to you in a second, Brad. You own this one, and this was extraordinary in its own right. Profits soaring to the highest level in 2 years. The guidance was good, record operating income. I mentioned these aspirations that they have in AI, this new announcement yesterday relative to generative AI. What's your take here?
So, to your point, Scott, I mean, Amazon, it was a tremendous quarter. You know, the one thing I look at as it relates to e-commerce, Jassy, that's not Jassy's baby, right? He's just getting into the seat. He's been in the seat for some time now, but operating margins are growing dramatically. And you're seeing the growth it accelerating there. Also, obviously, AWS, which is his baby. I mean, the numbers were in line, but the guide going forward, you're seeing some momentum with AWS. The Anthropic play, I mean, their user base, what they're going to be able to do with AI was a very exciting call. So we remain extremely bullish on Amazon, and I think that there's continued upside ahead for sure.
Steph, you were, admittedly, quote, a little nervous going into this print because, as you suggested earlier, the money that you had made out of Meta, you kept pouring back into Amazon, incrementally getting bigger in that name. So now what?
Yes, it actually is my second largest position. So I was nervous because there was so much love for the name from the sell side and the buy side, but rightfully so. When you look at that quarter, they grew AWS of 13%, but that expanded 50 basis points. And to Jason's point, it's on track to get to 17, 18% maybe by the end of this year. They also grew their ad business, which was really surprising, up 27%. That expanded 100 basis points from last quarter, and that was pretty impressive. The retail beat expectations at this wide of a margin the first time since 2018. So they're really humming on all of their businesses, and that's why I liked it. It was a three-prong approach. The operating margins, absolutely, they did a great job. 4 quarters in a row of expansion. So you have a company that's going to grow AWS to $100 billion by the end of this year. You have $100 billion in free cash flow generation by 2026, and you have a $100 billion opportunity in ad revenues by 2028. I like that for the long term. And the valuation, by the way, it did get cheaper. It's now at 35 times because the numbers are going up.
Brad, do you think that AI is appreciated enough at Amazon? I mean, they've made these moves, and it's really interesting, too, when you think about the kind of hand that Bezos handed off to Jassy. It wasn't the easiest hand to play. It was a bloated company in many respects. The trends were moving in different areas, and he's had to be his own magnifier of where they were going to deploy their CapEx and go more heavily towards AI and the opportunities that it might present. What's your read here?
Well, I give a tremendous amount of credit to Andy Jassy, Adam Selipsky, who runs AWS and the team over there. Remember, they're the market leader in cloud. We talk about them as somehow they're coming from behind. They've got a dominant retail business, which is going to benefit from AI. It's going to benefit through better targeting of ads, better targeting of merchandise. And I think that Jassy will continue to drive efficiency in that business. And then when you look at AWS, it's the market leader. A year ago, I was concerned, and some others were, whether or not Microsoft's early lead because of their partnership with OpenAI would cause a bunch of customers to leave Amazon and go to Azure in order to take advantage of the benefits of OpenAI. We didn't see that. We saw almost no customer churn. They signed the deal with Anthropic. Anthropic's on a tear. They're going to have models which are every bit as good, in the near term as ChatGPT 4 and 4.5 Turbo, et cetera. And so this is a great, healthy, competitive race in the landscape of models. Their customers, are continuing to voraciously move their data into Amazon, many of them putting it on Snowflake in Amazon or Snowflake in Azure, by the way. But that's what we see. Everybody standing up their data and then leveraging new AI workloads. Remember, at the end of the day, just telescope way out for a second. What is this AI business all about? Right? The founders of Snowflake said to me the other day, he said, when we got into this business, what we dreamed of was setting data free, and set the data free so that every company on the planet can make better decisions with their data. We're now leveraging machines rather than just humans to make better decisions with data. That's what AI is. Artificial intelligence is leveraging the power of machines, which can look at giant patterns within data to predict what is the best decision going forward, whether it's language, whether it's video, et cetera. And so I think we're seeing the beginnings of it. I was holding my breath in this quarter. I didn't know whether it would land this quarter, next quarter, or the quarter after that. It's hard to know these things with any precision, but we're starting to see. We've answered the question. In fact, we're going to see a lot of inference. We've talked a lot about NVIDIA over the course of last year, and let's remember those folks, too, in this whole conversation. Everybody said at the end of last year, we had pulled forward all of the training. You know, this was dark fiber from internet in 2001. It was overvalued, despite the fact it was trading at 20 times earnings, its lowest multiple in history. Now, it's up 25 or 30% after opening the year down. And why is it up? It's up because Microsoft just told us there's massive inference going on within AI. It's up because Amazon told us the same thing. It's up because Susan Lee from Meta just told us yesterday that they're going to make huge future investments in infrastructure, read NVIDIA, in order to support all of these initiatives. And so, you know, to me, that's really the answer that we got today. I'm happy for Stephanie and crew being in Amazon. It's one of our top 3 positions as well. You know, so we're big believers.